Today I'm kind of playing around here in the studio just a little bit because I'm not real happy with this. I want to show you sort of how my thinking is progressing, not necessarily for this channel, but for the new Retired Me channel. And so I'm going to make a change here real quick. Now I'm not going to try to do anything fancy here with recording. I'm just using the native camera app. I have my mic mini plugged in so you can hear me fairly decently, but I'm going to try to control things both with the light and with distance. And part of that is because somebody mentioned in the comments when I first put this together, they thought that my old version of the studio where I was shooting into the corner was a lot more intimate, and this seemed to be kind of blah. And that wasn't their words, but I got the message, and I totally agree. This is not where I want to end up. And I think part of the reason that difference is there is because when I was videoing into the corner on the new Retired Me channel, I was farther out into the room with my chair. So the light fell off pretty quickly, and everything behind me, all of this would have been much darker. So I'm going to play around with kind of moving things a little bit today, and also maybe changing the angle of things a bit to see if I can come up with something that once I finally find the chair that I want and probably a different table, something that will work for me through the course of 2025. That's what I'm looking for. And I failed to mention in the last scene, what I did differently was I turned off the overhead light and I turned on this softbox light that's sort of over here to one side, and it's at about a 45-degree angle. That puts a little light on this side of my face and a little shadow on this side of my face. And the light from this orange lamp is sort of helping to light the picture a little bit, but also throws just a little bit of orange here on the back of my head, which, sort of adds to this look with the light. It's easier to control this with my Canon EOS R than it is with my iPhone, because the iPhone is continually trying to make adjustments to get everything to even out. So I'm recording at an EV of -1, hoping that when I go in to edit this, I will be able to darken the background down just a little bit. So I have moved the chair out here about 3 or 4 feet away from the wall compared to where I was before. But I want to look at something else as well. So one thing I've thought about is hang on a second, I gotta move this light. Okay, so one thing that I've thought about is to just change the angle of the camera so that it goes back towards this back corner again. I haven't hung the picture, I've got it sitting in a chair, but to sort of show you where it might be and how, if I can make it fall off into the darkness. I know I can do that on my Canon for the new Retired Me channel. I'm just trying to figure out if I can do that with my phone. A couple of other things, this is really all I'm going to experiment with, but a couple of other things that I'm thinking about for next year. This year, I wanted to make a brand new video every day. I have not saved any files. So every once in a while I go in and I delete entire folders of stuff to get rid of them. I delete them out of DaVinci Resolve. I have nothing left except what's been uploaded to YouTube. Next year, I want to think about that a little differently as I'm trying to practice storytelling more. And so with videos like the walk in the wood yesterday, or videos like the foggy morning at Coolidge Park, those are the kinds of things that I sort of want to move to, while at the same time maybe making some videos that highlight various things around Chattanooga. Like I want to go down to the Choo Choo and get video of the Christmas light stuff that's down there. And hopefully I'll do that here in a few days. But in the course of that, starting January 1st, I'm not going to do any of this before then. I want to save some clips as B-roll. So, for instance, if I made a clip of me walking across the floor early in the morning in my pajamas and with no socks on, I might want to save that clip to use that in another video later. Or if I make a clip of me walking through the woods and I really like how blurred out I am compared to the surroundings, I might want to save that to use it as a B-roll in another video later. So starting January 1, I won't be creating every video from scratch. I will be creating a story from scratch. And as the year progresses, I will have more of a library of things that I can use, both for this channel and possibly for the New Retired Me channel. That's really sort of what I'm looking for. In addition, I won't be making, I'm going to try to continue to post a video every day, but I might not make a video every day. So for instance, if I'm downtown and I'm making a video around the waterfront and the Tennessee Aquarium, I have a video in mind I want to do inside the aquarium again soon. Then I might also go across the street and make a video about going to get coffee and having in mind two totally different videos, probably changing my shirt along the way. I'll talk about this shirt in a minute. So that it doesn't look like everything was made on the same day. But getting two videos at one location to save me the drive back downtown again to get it again later. Also, the idea that while I am making a video pretty much still every day, I may want to make a video that goes across several days and to get some shots on a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday and a Thursday and then post it on a Friday so that I'm more interested in the storytelling aspect moving forward than I am trying to create something from scratch every single day. And hopefully I can do that and still maintain some creativity and some originality along the way. So that's a change that I'm making. I have a couple of pieces of equipment coming that will help me use the phone more to make video. I'll talk about those whenever they arrive. It's already 6 weeks late, so we'll see where that goes. It may never show up. But at the same time, I want to still only use the phone. I will only be making videos with the phone. I may have some other accessories to use, but everything will be filmed on the phone. And right now, everything is being filmed in ProRes Log, and I'm editing the color on the phone as an experiment to see how well that goes. It's laborious. I'm not going to lie. It's laborious. I can get the color edits quickly across all clips, but then when I want to copy it over to a hard drive, the phone has to process. It has to prepare, is the word it uses, but it has to process every single clip. And a clip this long makes it difficult for it to process. And so sometimes I'm waiting 30 minutes for processing to finish. Yesterday on the Walk in the Woods video, I waited an hour for the processing to finish just so I could save it to the hard drive and bring it over to the computer. I need to learn how to do those edits in DaVinci Resolve to save time. But for right now, it's working. So, one last little thing. You will notice that I have a Life in Motion Diaries t-shirt. This will be available in my New Retired Me store that I'm putting together that will launch at the end of December, the 1st of January. And we'll talk more about that over on the New Retired Me channel later. I also have a mug that I'm getting with this logo on it rather than just words, and it will be available in the store as well. And if nobody wants to buy them, that's perfectly fine. I have them to use for myself. And that's the most important part. All right. That's it for me today. We will see you tomorrow.